Have you ever pondered over what powers your favorite gadgets? Yes, that's right, we're talking about batteries. They're everywhere, in our phones, laptops, cars, and even in those tiny remote controls. They've become so embedded in our daily lives that it's hard to imagine a world without them. But have you ever stopped to think about what lies behind this ubiquitous power source? Batteries, in their simplest form, are tiny powerhouses that store chemical energy and convert it into electrical energy. This process, known as electrochemical reaction, is the heartbeat of any battery. It's a fascinating dance of ions and electrons, all working in harmony to light up our screens and power our devices. Imagine a battery as a packed lunchbox filled with energy-rich food, or in this case, chemicals. When you connect a battery to a device, it's like opening that lunchbox. The stored energy starts to flow out, powering your device. The chemicals inside the battery undergo a reaction, producing electrons. These electrons are then pushed out of the battery and into the circuits of your device, providing it with the energy it needs to function. But here's where it gets interesting. The chemicals used in batteries aren't all the same. Different types of batteries use different chemicals, each with their own unique properties. Some batteries are rechargeable, meaning they can undergo the chemical reaction in reverse, allowing us to refill our energy lunchbox over and over again. Others, like the ones in your TV remote, are single-use and need to be replaced once they're drained. So, we've uncovered the secret life of batteries, these silent powerhouses that keep our world humming. Intriguing, isn't it? But what is this vital component that breathes life into these batteries? Let's delve deeper. Cobalt, a chemical element that is the heart of most batteries. An understated yet significant player in our modern, tech-driven lives. But what makes cobalt so indispensable when it comes to batteries? Let's delve into the facts. Cobalt, with its atomic number of 27, is a hard, lustrous, silver-gray metal. It's often found in the Earth's crust, usually in chemically combined form. But it's not cobalt's natural state that makes it so valuable. It's what happens when we put it to work in batteries that truly sets it apart. When cobalt is used in a lithium-ion battery, it plays an essential role in maintaining the battery's structural integrity. This is especially crucial when the battery is charged and discharged, a process that can be harsh on the battery's internal components. Cobalt's ability to withstand the high temperatures generated during this process helps in preventing the battery from overheating and potentially causing a fire. But cobalt's role doesn't end there. It's also key in enhancing the energy density of batteries. What does this mean? Well, energy density is the amount of energy stored in a given system or region of space per unit volume. A higher energy density means that the battery can store more energy in the same amount of space. This is why your smartphone, which runs on a lithium-ion battery, can last all day on a single charge, and why electric vehicles can travel hundreds of miles before needing a recharge. So, cobalt isn't just a component. It is the cornerstone of energy storage, enabling us to live and thrive in a world that never switches off. From the phone in your pocket to the electric car on your driveway, cobalt is silently powering our daily lives. And yet, despite its importance, cobalt is often overshadowed by its more famous cousins in the periodic table, like lithium or nickel. It's time we gave cobalt the recognition it deserves. So, cobalt is indeed the silent hero behind our tech-driven lives. But where does this cobalt come from? Stay tuned as we uncover the journey of cobalt from the Earth's crust to the battery in your device. Cobalt, a precious resource, yet its extraction comes at a high cost. Unveiling the human impact of cobalt mining takes us on a journey to parts of the world where the quest for this valuable metal is a daily reality. In the heart of the Democratic Republic of Congo, cobalt mining has become a lifeline for many locals. But beneath this lifeline lies a harsh reality. The cobalt rush has led to dangerous working conditions, with miners often lacking the necessary safety equipment. Tunnels collapse, workers suffer from exposure to harmful dust, and the risk of fatal accidents is ever present. Moreover, the cobalt mining industry has been marred by the widespread use of child labor. Thousands of children, some as young as 7, are estimated to be part of the cobalt mining workforce. These children toil in perilous conditions with little regard for their safety or their future. Their childhoods, rather than being filled with learning and play, are consumed by the grueling task of cobalt extraction. And then there's the environmental impact. Cobalt mining has led to soil degradation, water pollution, and deforestation. The lush green landscapes are replaced by vast barren lands, the once clear waters now tainted with pollutants. The biodiversity of these areas is under threat, with irreversible damage being inflicted upon local ecosystems. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's a growing awareness of these issues and efforts are being made to address them. The global community is starting to wake up to the realities of cobalt mining, and pressure is mounting on companies to ensure their supply chains are free from human rights abuses. The challenges are immense, but so too is the potential for change. The cobalt story is a stark reminder of the human cost of our technological advancement. Yet, it also presents an opportunity to rewrite the narrative, to demand better conditions for workers, and to champion ethical, sustainable practices within the industry. A heavy price to pay for progress, isn't it? But, are we taking steps to address these concerns? As we delve deeper into the world of cobalt, these are the questions we must continue to ask. As awareness grows, so does the drive for change. In the world of cobalt mining, this sentiment rings particularly true. With the increasing demand for cobalt due to its critical role in battery production, the ethical concerns surrounding its mining have been thrust into the spotlight. In response to these concerns, various stakeholders have sprung into action. Governments, industries, and non-governmental organizations are all taking steps to address the ethical issues associated with cobalt mining. On a governmental level, regulations are being tightened. Countries rich in cobalt resources are implementing stricter laws to protect miners and the environment. They are demanding transparency and accountability from mining companies, aiming to eradicate child labor and unsafe working conditions. Industries involved in cobalt mining are also stepping up. Companies are implementing more responsible sourcing strategies, auditing their supply chains to ensure they are free from unethical practices. They are investing in technology and training to improve safety standards and reduce environmental impact. Meanwhile, non-governmental organizations are playing a pivotal role in pushing for change. They are shedding light on the human rights abuses and environmental damage associated with cobalt mining. These organizations are pressuring companies to clean up their act while providing support and resources to affected communities. However, while these efforts are commendable, it is important to note that change doesn't happen overnight. The journey towards ethical cobalt mining is a long and arduous one, fraught with challenges. It requires consistent effort, a commitment to transparency, and a willingness to hold companies accountable. Moreover, it's not just up to governments, industries, and NGOs. We, as consumers, also have a role to play. We can demand transparency from the brands we support, and choose to purchase from companies that prioritize ethical sourcing. We can use our buying power to support the shift towards more ethical mining practices. Change is slow, but it is happening. But what can we, as consumers, do? The answer is clear. We can use our voices and our wallets to drive change, to demand better, to ensure that the batteries powering our world are sourced in a way that respects human rights and protects the environment. Every purchase we make is a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. As we delve into the realm of responsible consumption, let's remember that our actions as consumers can make a significant difference. One of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal is our purchasing power. By choosing to buy from brands that prioritize ethical sourcing, we are not only supporting their efforts but also sending a message to the industry as a whole. In the world of batteries, this means looking for companies that are transparent about their supply chains. Seek out brands that actively work to mitigate the human and environmental impact of cobalt mining. But responsible consumption doesn't end at the checkout counter. It's about the entire life cycle of the product. When it comes to batteries, recycling plays a crucial role. By properly disposing of batteries at designated recycling points, not only are we preventing harmful substances from entering the environment, we are also allowing for the precious metals within them, like cobalt, to be extracted and reused. In an increasingly digital world, electronic waste, or e-waste, is another pressing concern. As consumers, we can help reduce e-waste by extending the life of our devices. Simple actions like updating software, replacing batteries, and repairing rather than replacing can make a world of difference. And let's not forget the power of speaking up. By raising awareness on these issues, we are encouraging others to join in on the journey towards responsible consumption. So, as we journey through the fascinating world of batteries, let us remember our role in it. Our choices matter. The kind of world we want to live in is within our grasp, and it starts with the decisions we make every day. Remember, every small step counts. Together, we can power the world responsibly.